For the final part of the video, I want to show a variation of this build which I use for Oblivion Pillars and also Gauntlets, just any kind of hard PvE content that you need to survive. Let's say you're having trouble in raids, also you could potentially use this. So there's only a few changes that I've made here, but let's just change over to this, and I'll also show a picture of it, so let's just do that as well. So there you go, if you want to take a screenshot as well. For the changes that I have made, I've gone for ice armor, as you can see, for the skills, but let's just quickly take a look at what we've gone for here. So I've gone for the Halestone offhand, and you guys know how this works. Is it gives you 6 charges, and before how it worked is it would give you immunity, but now how it works is it gives you these damage charges. And honestly, it's kind of bad because if you're under combat rating, you will lose all of these damage charges at once. So now you can also, if you just get hit for a huge amount of damage, you'll just lose all of them. But if you're actually over combat rating, this actually works a little bit better, I want to say. Maybe not, but it still works really well if you have the combat rating. So this is going to be for content where you are close to the combat rating only. If you're not close to the combat rating, then unfortunately, I guess Blizzard doesn't want you to be immune, so this is not going to be the best option. But for things like Oblivion Pillars and Inferno 5, I am above the combat rating, so this works really well here. So I've taken the Blood of the Wind offhand out, and I've put this instead, and then we have to replace a skill, so I've replaced the Arcane Wind. Instead of having the Arcane Wind main hand, I've gone for the Thunderbird's Bite, which gives us more Lightning Nova damage. You can actually go for different essence like the Radiant Spines as well, but honestly, the Thunderbird Bite gave me the most amount of damage on the dummy, so that's the one that I recommend. So you could also go for this one instead. Another option is to go for Disintegrate as well, because we are using Disintegrate. You could go for the Entropic Edge here, but like I said, Thunderbird Bite is the best one for the damage, at least in my case. And then obviously I've switched out Ice Armor into the skills here. That's about all the changes that I've made. Maybe there is one more change actually that I forgot to mention. I switched out the Barons into 4-piece Grace, because like I said, Barons isn't working that well on bosses because we can't apply the loss of control so well. So that's about it for the changes that I have made. Let's go ahead and take this also for a spin and just show you how it works. So just to be transparent with you guys, this build does about 40% less damage. So I had about 14 million per second rather than the 23 million, but it's still a huge amount of damage, and having 40% less damage is a small price to pay, in my opinion, to be invincible. I'm just going to jump into an Oblivion Pillar. This is on Inferno 5, as you can see, and let's just see how this build does. As far as the gameplay goes, it's very similar. It's going to keep refreshing your ice armor, so you're always going to have 6 charges. And if you take a look at my health bar, even if I stand within the mobs, like right next to the mobs, I'm still not taking any damage. You'll barely see my health bar move at all, because I always have these damage charges, which is really nice. So yeah, like I said, just bear in mind that you do have to have really close combat rating to the combat rating requirement, otherwise this won't really work as well. Obviously, you can also use this in challenge dungeons. It will also work extremely well, and will also do excellent damage there. So let's just see how this goes. I'm just going to kill the last couple of waves here and spawn the bots, and this is going pretty easy. I'm not really so focused because it is pretty early in the morning with me recording this video, but let's just see how this goes. I'm going to actually get hit by this boss. Well, I was trying to get hit, but the boss just got vaporized. But yeah, there we go. My health bar didn't move, as you can see. I didn't really have to take any health potions. Luckily, I did get a legendary there. It did take me quite a while to farm up the Eternal Power 4 out of 4 for Lightning Nova, but while I was doing that, I did have the this build on, and I didn't even need to switch out my pet to have the Savior pet, which is what I normally do for the Oblivion Pillars. So yeah, this is going to be my build moving forward for any kind of hard content like Gauntlet or Oblivion Pillars, like I said. But I think that's about it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I hope that you've learned something from this video, and as you can see, Wizard is a complete powerhouse in PvE if you do build it correctly. I believe that this does rival Crusader and could potentially even outperform Crusader if you do have it built correctly. But for now, I'm going to be signing off, and I'm going to catch you all in the next video. Have a great day. Peace.